Capricorn, hi, welcome. It's Erin Scott here with the Alchemy of Holism. Very impromptu night. I did not plan to do these potions. I'm going to be recording a potion for you tonight. Kind of just emerged, and I'm going with the flow, and it feels really, really good. So you can see I have my candle here. We have some music going, and we're going to start the process here with a little Palo Santo. We're tapping into the new moon cycle, a natural new growth cycle. So this begins this Friday with the 15-degree Sagittarius new moon. Sun moon conjunction square Mars Neptune conjunction exactly at 13 degrees Pisces, which is exactly quincunx asteroid Lilith 1181 and Pallas Athena, the asteroid Pallas Athena at 13 degrees exactly Libra. It's a very dynamic new moon. Like everything these days, there's a layering upon layering upon layering of exponentially rich, dynamic relational intensities cosmologically that is just prompting necessary growth. Okay, so it can be challenging. It can be quite different. I mean, if we're getting real, you know, a lot of people are going through very, what do we call it? I mean, peculiar, unusual, unprecedented kind of experiences, orientation of the mind, insights, all kinds of things. My cat has a respiratory illness, so you're going to hear some sneezing in the background. Okay, it's my cat Dragon. If you can see him, there he is right there. All right, so that little orange beast is going to be sneezing a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start. Essentially what I'm doing, because I was recording a potion for my clients today. I had a few that I was recording, and then it kind of hit me. I had the inclination. It's like, I'm going to do potions for this month. I was going to do art scopes, but it's like, no, I'm just going to record potions for the public channel. So I have a variety of cards here. Okay. And essentially for my clients, so for these $44 potions, these personalized videos that I'm providing for clients, it's a variety of different cards. It comes in different orders, whatever emerges. For these particular readings, I'm doing essentially the same cards in the same order for every sign for the month of December. So we're going to start with the Carolyn Mace archetype cards. And I'm going to pull between 1 and 3 growth edges for you, Capricorn, for this particular month of December, specifically for the Sagittarius new moon cycle, December 7th through the beginning of January, when we meet the Capricorn new moon. I'm not sure how many want to come for you, actually. It's interesting. Usually I have a number. There might be a few. We're going to start with the archetypes, and then I'm going to pull one more. And then we're going to move on to some other decks. Okay, it's interesting because the last one I pulled out was the same one that I had a client get earlier today. Okay. And this next one, believe it or not. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. So there's 3 growth edges, key prime growth edges for Capricorns over the course of this cycle. Gambler, child divine, and networker. Okay, so all of these are working independently. They're the qualities within you independently of one another that are calling to be grown and evolved. But these are certainly working together as a unit as well. It's both and. With regards to gambler, Capricorn, what might be living at a place within you that is more dissonant and not in a state of balance or evolution is the shadow attribute of gambler. And that is about relying on luck rather than putting in the hard work. Okay. So it's an orientation of mind that's about God will take care of me. Life will take care of me. I'm a good person, so I'll be met with the good event. No, participation is required. It's part of natural systems. So anyway, it's a long story. I'm about to go into a very long thread, but humans have the orientation. Human beings have been indoctrinated into a myth of disempowerment, where we are less than God or source, and thus are not living in the true natural power that is the truth of who we are. And that puts us in a state of victim, and it also puts us in a state of waiting for luck, or trusting that our goodness is going to be met. But that's not what's activated for you this month. This month, it's about participating in your journey, okay? So what wants to be evolved is a willingness to follow your intuition, even when others doubt you, okay? So this is about trusting your own inner compass, trusting your own inner wisdom. And it's about ultimately getting to the place of discerning to the real truth of who you are, the real truth of your desire, the real truth of your inner wisdom that's rooted in experience and discernment, getting to a place of clarity of mind. The second one that came forward is child divine, okay? And this is about the inability to defend oneself. Again, this came up for another client today, okay? So an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So this is about learning to step into your power. What wants to be grown with child divine is innocence, your own natural state of innocence, your own natural state of purity and redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine, a true connection with the divine. So the inability to defend oneself against negative forces. This is about no boundary. This is about not saying no. This is about being an open vessel without any discerned boundary and ability to say no. It's important, this one. It's a lot of people. I would say it's not just you, but for you this month, this is the growth. A lot of people are activated with this. The third one is networker, okay? Networker. And networker's shadow attribute, so what's kind of living in a state of dissonance, is conveying information only for personal gain. Conveying information only for personal gain and spreading fear and spreading falsehoods. So it's networking to a negative effect, and it's working from a space of fear. What wants to be evolved over the course of this cycle is for you to enact within you enhancing unity through sharing of information and engendering social awareness and empathy. Okay? All of these ultimately, all the growth edges are ultimately about integrity. Truth, clarity, power, and integrity. So all three of these are activated for you. Finding your true boundary, speaking from love versus fear, and sharing that, and gambler. Gambler too, if you think about the narrative of gambler, it's about risk taking. It's about kind of the courage to step up into your distinct truth. It certainly is that when you're gambling with your intuitive knowing, because again, this is about the willingness to follow your intuition, even in the face of others doubting you. So those are the key growth edges coming forward for you, Cap. Now I have my beautiful Everyday Witch Tarot, which I have fun with and I enjoy, and I adore the depictions, the artwork in this deck. So I'm going to pull up your themes for the month. We have the qualities already through the archetypes, the qualities that are asking to be grown through you, within you, and through you this month. And then what themes do we have for Capricorn? Dragon's still over there kind of slumbering a little bit. And I think you can see him. So you have cat energy as part of your particular reading. It really hasn't come up for the other two. So you also have cat. Now, cat is about flexibility. And cat is about, it's the archetype reflecting self-care. Cats are very independent. They're very flexible. Physically, they're very flexible. And they attend to their self-care constantly. They're constantly bathing and eating and sleeping and taking care of themselves. So there's something perhaps for you to learn from cat energy as well. Like I said, he's right there in the background of the reading. Okay. Capricorn, December. I'm going to pull at least two. Beautiful images. I'm going to pull one more. You have two images that are reflecting one another. So you're getting a replicated imagery. There's two different cards, two different archetypes here, but really good cards, Capricorn. First of all, was strength. The first one out is strength. Okay. I love the depiction of this particular card. Okay. So this is about understanding. The strength as a major arcana card in the tarot is about understanding that true strength has a gentleness to it. It's not about raw power. It's not about dominating. That's not strength. Strength has, first of all, this is woman with lion, right? So this is about controlling great power through a gentle calm and a rooted strength. This is a strength that comes from deep within, that exudes from your soul, that exudes from your cells, that exudes from your energy. So this is about a gentle strength, the true strength, really. Okay. And coming with that, and I'm going to show you these cards side by side. The next card is the Six of Wands card here. But if you look at both cards together, look at the female figures here. There's a similar kind of orientation. They're both kind of facing forward with their body, but their head is turned to the side and down. They're both, of course, wearing witches' hats as well. One has a lion to her lower left, and the other one has a woman kneeling to her lower left. There's no accident that these are coming up side by side for you this month. There's something about activating, Capricorn, your there's something here about you activating this kind of matured strength that you hold within you. And by doing so, you create calm. You create gentleness outside of yourself. You give. This woman is giving a flower to this old woman kneeling by her. And of course, the Six of Wands is about victory and success. And this woman is kind of honoring this woman here, who in turn gives her a flower. So there's this very kind of reciprocated, I am successful and I bestow it upon you, or I you know, I give you a part of it. I give you a part of the success. There's a generosity here. So there's a gentleness here and there's a generosity here. And they both have this similarity. Is there somebody in your sphere in the month of December that might need your help and assistance, that might feel out of balance? And maybe are you coming forward? Are you housing the strength of character to actually provide the skill set that you have in order to create balance, in order to create calm, in order to create peace, in order, excuse me, to be generous with your time, energy, resources? Okay. The final card that came forward for a theme for you is the Page of Pentacles. And you can see all of these cards have cats in them. All of the Everyday Witch Tarot have cats in them. Let me see this card, if there's anything that's coming out to me about the image itself. He's flipping a coin. This particular page is kind of flipping a coin. You can see it, and he's at a crossroads here. Interesting, right? But the page is always about inspired new learning, inspired new action toward a manifest idea. The page is about the new journey toward something that you want to make manifest for yourself. So December might have a theme of new dreams for manifestation. It might have new dreams to learn new things, to gain new knowledge about things, new ideas and inspirations to garner the resources that you need or desire for a next step for you. Okay, so that's part of the theme for your month. Okay, now I'm going to pull from this funky little deck. This is a palmistry deck that I got at a little metaphysical shop a while ago, a year and a half ago. And what I'm going to do, what I have been doing for these public readings, is I'm going to pull a card and see if there's an association with the physical body. These orient toward the hand. They're palmistry cards. And everything within the hand orients toward the physical body and the symbology behind the physicality, like the story, the narratives, the energies, the qualities that live within each of our aspects of self, each of the physical organs and everything else. So let's see what wants to come up with regards to your body mind, okay, as a focus, as an optimal focus for you. So you have these areas that are pushing for growth. You have the themes that are going to be activated within your month. What is what's an optimal focus for you over the course of this month? Girdles of Venus, steer clear of negative influences. So let's take a look at this one. I'll pull the book as well. So let me show you the card. So you can see on the card what it is at the top, what it's about, and also the area on the palm that it's referring to. So the girdle of Venus, you can see the circle there at the top of the palm. So if you massage it, touch it, caress it, over the course of December, it's going to activate this area of your palm, and thus it's going to activate this area of your physical body and your etheric body. Okay. So the girdles of Venus, steering clear of negative influences. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. Where are you, girdles? There you are. Okay. Okay. So Capricorn, the reflection of this card, the focus for you this month, an optimal focus for you this month is, We are in such an overstimulated world that we often don't realize the price that we pay for this. TVs are on everywhere, from car dealerships to airports. Cell phones are in our pockets or our purses. There are too many drivers and not enough lanes. Movies and news broadcasts show violence and blood. All of these things impact our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It is important to lessen our exposure to negative influences, or we can take this energy into our bodies and become stressed and eventually sick. We can rid our bodies of this with activities such as massage, meditation, sleep, or exercise. Be around positive people and let go of connections that are not healthy. This is about attending to that which feels good. And it really is. I have to tell you, I stopped watching the news. First of all, I haven't had a television in many years, a decade, and I haven't watched the news per se. I see it on Facebook feeds, but even that's getting to be exhausting. But I have not watched the television news for years and years. And I try to limit my technology, even though I work on technology. So it is important, I can speak from experience, that it does reorient the brain to disconnect from story, to being constantly flooded with narratives that are not your own. Okay, so to get clear, you have to disconnect. So for those of you that's really resonating with this, use December. Heed the call of this card for December. Okay. All right, beauties. So there's two more things I'm going to pull. One is a spread. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a spread with my Siri deck. Okay, my juicy little deck there. And then I'm going to pull a native spirit card for your guidance at the end. So let me go ahead and tap in here. And I'm going to readjust myself. Get comfortable. Okay. Okay, so for Capricorn, I think I was sharing on the Sagittarius reading that this deck's really lasted me well. I made this in May of 2012, so it's been 6.5 years, and it's really, really held up. Okay. Let me adjust myself here. Now, what we're tapping into, Capricorn, is like event, circumstances, situations that will be arising, likely to be arising this month. I will tell you that throughout this reading, I keep having sensations in my neck. I had them over here. Now I'm having them over here. There was a pain here and there's itching here. So it could be that quite a few of you feel burdened by something or by several different things. Thus, the two kind of bases of my neck feeling sensations, different sensations. It might be that you have a lot talking to you or a lot of static or something. Okay, this. I'm also getting some ringing in my ears, and the cards are very sticky. So what I'm getting, and I think this is it, this is the spot. What that can mean is that there's just a lot of distraction. A lot of you Capricorns out there might be just overwhelmed or inundated, and you might need to cut out or cut off. Let me look at your... And because the networker card came in, it could be that because your particular growth edge is to reorient negative communications and fear-based spreading, gossip, to more positive oriented, helpful, supportive communications. So you might also have that in your sphere. Okay. Let's see what's coming up for your reading. Indeed, the something's not right card came out in the spiritual sector, sweeties. So there's something, I don't know, there's something dissonant here. Okay. Let me look underneath the deck too before I read it. Opportunity for freedom with healing. There's a resistance going on, and there's also the something not right card coming up, which I'll show you. But what that's telling me is you are having to contend with some dissonance in your relationships, some of you, and there's resistance to exchanges, resistance to either people wanting to work with you or you receiving resistance from interactions, engagements in your relationship. But I have to tell you, it also feels like it's health related. So it's almost as if there's some bodily, I mean, maybe that's why the next stuff was kind of emerging as I was doing this shuffle. Some of you could be feeling this in the body, especially because we got the girdles of Venus that came up. And of course, Venus has to do with love. And you've received not only the Lover's card in this reading, but the Falling in Love card. So for some of you, yes, it has to do with a spouse or a partner, a romantic partner. For others of you, this is just talking about people you love, people you care about, okay? In the middle of the reading, so the main kind of narrative, the main event or the main circumstance that might be unfolding for several of you is about having the intention of finding your strength, holding your strength, creating what came up for some of the other signs, creating boundary or just holding your power, finding it, you know, having the intention to be strong, having the, and the strength card came up. This strength card in the tarot came up as a growth edge for you. But what was the growth edge with that strength card? Gentle strength. It's not masculine. It's not the modern human orientation of power or strength. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about true strength, right? Deep strength. So for you, you have an intention of strength. The growth edge for you is to develop gentle strength, not this roughshod kind of rolling over everything in your path. The dominating strength. That's not what is your growth edge, but your intention this month is something about, my intention is to activate my power. Because I don't have power in this spread, but I do have strength. Your intention could be to access a power within you this month, okay? For a lot of you. Your mind is going to be going in different directions. So miscellany, many things in your mental sector. And I will tell you, this card keeps coming up for these public readings. Okay. So many things is talking about multiple thoughts. This is in your mental sector. So many different communications coming at you. Your thoughts are spinning. There's lots activated for you at this time, which is not too unsurprising given the fact that Pluto's been going through your sign, Saturn is now in it. You know, the south node of the moon has moved into it. It's intense. The Capricorn archetype is being completely recalibrated in the years past, and certainly in this juncture of time between now and the next couple of years. So it's full on. You might have a busy spinning mind this month of December. With regards to love, there's some sadness there. With regards to potential, with regards to love, feeling loved, feeling lovable, and loving. You might have some sadness emerging. So the falling in love card is coming up, and the anything is possible card, which is about potential with love. Issues not only with romantic love, but with being loved by others, having affection in your life, okay? And some sadness and grief might be coming up as well, along with this theme. This is the theme of the sadness. Is anything possible for me? Can I have what it is that I so desire and want with regards to experiencing lovability? Okay. Glory is coming up in the emotional sector. So at some level, just like with Sagittarius, there's a bit of a dichotomy going on. There's kind of both and. So there's some areas where there's some sadness or some grief coming to the surface with something. There's some issues of difficulty coming forward, perhaps. But there's also moments throughout this month where the feeling of success is coming forward. Now, again, we come down to the archetypes that are coming up for you. Strength came up in the center of your reading here, and success is the other theme that's coming forward for your month. And indeed, glory, victory is coming up for you. Emotionally, you're going to be able to tap a feeling of. When it comes to what that's about, let's take a look at it. In the spiritual sector, these are the cards that are coming up. Something is not right with that which I love or my lovability. Comfort is hiding. You're more comfortable hiding. That's what this is about. So for a lot of you are going to be feeling more comfortable when you're hiding this month. So in the Northern Hemisphere, we're at the winter point here. We're going to be going into our solstice. And this is a perfect and very naturally aligned time to go within, to become the hermit. You might feel more comfortable, a lot of you might feel more comfortable hiding, okay? It's connected to something's not right with lovers. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this has to do with lovability for, let's say, a good portion of you. Could some of you have to contend with a lover in your life, a loved one, a partner, a lover, a boyfriend, a girlfriend? Could it be that you spiritually, you sense that there's a misalignment with a lover? Yes, for some of you. For others of you, you are contending with something's not right with my spiritual, my entity's lovability. And because of that, I'm more comfortable hiding. Spiritually, that's what's happening for quite a few of you. Okay. Now, let's pull up the native spirit. And this is going to be the guidance for your month ahead. All right. What I would say, Capricorn, because I really feel like you've actually gotten all the guidance here. All of it's come up. With the spinning mind that's coming up for you over the course of the December cycle. For many of you, if there's a lot of thoughts, a lot of worries, stresses spinning, the tapes, the recordings, the wounds just keep running. It's a busy mind, right? So for you, it's a matter of disconnecting, detaching. Just like what that Girdles of Venus said, it's about turning off television. It's about disconnecting. It's about stop keeping the stream going, the incoming stream of story, negativity too. So for you, it's about disconnecting from the negativity because it's time for you to get really clean and clear about your lovability. The fact is, the truth is, of course, you're lovable, you know. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pull your guidance for this month. Okay. gathering your tribe, which is interesting because you received the you might feel more comfortable hiding narrative, but let's see what this says. This is to your benefit. This is the guidance for you. Okay, so here's the card, and you can see the different teepees with a, is it sunrise or sunset? It's one or the other. Could be sunrise, gathering your tribe. Okay, now the card meaning you are loved. It's first sentence. You are loved and you are lovable. That's the narrative. It's the narrative that came up here in the reading, and it's the guidance to understand that you are loved inherently and you are lovable inherently. You deserve love. Support in all forms is flowing to you. Now, keep in mind, this is the guidance for you this month. So you are to attract this. You are to go toward it. You are to participate in gathering your tribe. Okay? It's important to you to understand. The wording of this is going to sound like it's just going to land on your doorstep, but no, you have to participate in it. You deserve love. Support in all its forms is flowing to you. You can relax. There is so much love around you. That could be some of the glory that's coming forward, by the way. It could be that there's portals of time over the course of this month ahead where you do experience success or the feeling of, oh, I am lovable. I'm loved. You can relax. There is so much love around you. Communicate from your heart. Communicate from your heart. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you. It's the same thing with the girdles of Venus. You are to eliminate negative influences and negative input that is part of your reality. Okay? You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or who do not believe in you. Okay. If the Gather Your Tribe card chooses you, this means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. Your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals, plants, minerals, trees, as well as people. Okay. Be willing to ask for what you want in life. This is a time to put your needs before the needs of others. Your tribe is waiting to support and nurture you as you nurture yourself. Okay? Sometimes your friends are more family than blood relatives. So sometimes your friends are more family than your blood relatives are. Find your people and cherish them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So certainly the underlying message here is be yourself, because being yourself is going to attract those like-minded and those like-hearted people to you, Capricorn. For those interested in receiving their own personalized video potion, which is at least 30 minutes long, sometimes I've been running longer. I mean, some of them are 45, 50 minutes long, you know, but they're only $44. And that's active throughout the month of December, but I'm probably going to continue potions on into the new year, but certainly they're activated now. It's a new offering, and I wanted to create an affordable offering, something that could provide comfort and clarity that is necessary now, I think, for a lot of people. Okay. And there's also some very good other offerings, especially with regards to 2019. So the link to my services page is below the video. You can be in touch. You can place your order anytime. I also have gift certificates available, affordable gift certificates for the archetypal profile to learn your archetypes or to gift that to a friend or a loved one. Lots of opportunity for some really juicy, affordable, ecologically friendly gifts, because these are electronically delivered via email. Okay, so for those interested, you can find the link below. I do wish you all happy holidays for this month of December, and to, you know, have a smooth, allowing ride, to allow what is while sourcing your power and your participatory effort forward into your mastery that is going to definitively start to need to root in 2019 in order to meet 2020. Okay, so I send all of you much love for this month and send you happy holidays wishes, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.